Wait till you hear the title of this book, and we're going to introduce you to such an interesting man, an interesting author. How to Get 100% Better Sex Between Married Couples. And why is that important? We're going to talk to him about that and what he talks about in the book. Pastor Franck Dumornay joins us now, and he, again, is the writer of this book. Pastor, first of all, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much, and I thank you, God, because God gave me this special opportunity to talk to you and to talk to your listeners. God bless everybody.
So how did this book come about? Why did you write this book?
The problem is when you take a look on the marriage relationship, in general, you see they have so much problem. The relationship is not working well. And the grace God put on me, on my life, and my 29 years experience relationship with my wife, and my 700 free counseling I did before for 700 couples, and all those good testimonial I received from them, and I see this is a big problem, in the marriage relationship, because the couples need good information. And that's the main reason God put that in my mind, in my life. And I took like 3 months, to write this book, Kate.
And so you definitely have the credibility because you got the data, as we would say, from all the couples that you dealt with. Is part of this just a lack of communication?
Yes, the communication is everything. That's the main reason God created human, because God looking for communication. But if a couple, they are together, they don't have a good way to communicate, that's a problem to start. That's a big problem. And everything in life, people need to learn that. That's the main reason this book is not going to let people to guess anything. Everything is in the book to help them to communicate to your spouse.
And what happens when you don't communicate with your spouse?
Oh, if you don't communicate, this relationship is dead, It's dead. Even though people just for the society, they stay together to take care of the kids or to let people know, it's like everything is working well, but they are just hypocrites, So people need to learn how to communicate, and especially, in the marriage relationship, this is a special communication. It's not just a human being to human being, but people need to learn that.
In the communication process, and you talk about it in the book, there's a thing about keeping score where somebody doesn't let something go and it just becomes overwhelming. And so much of that intimacy or love or hand-holding or any of that kind of slides by the wayside. Did you see that a lot?
But this is a problem because people don't have a very good intimacy right now. People is just, most of them, they are together for the money the man has, or the money the woman has, but they don't have a real intimacy. That's the reason why God, put in my mind to encourage me to write this book, because that's very, very important to learn how to communicate, because that's a very nice life, Kate, when your husband hold your hand and he call you honey, sweetie, and all those things. That make you feel like life. Your life is is a smooth relationship. That's what we are looking for, to treat people with good love, and especially the love God put in our heart for each other, and especially in the marriage relationship.
So when you sat down and you said it took 3 months to write this, and then you broke it out, in the communication process of this, what do you think is the biggest problem overall? What is the biggest obstacle? Is it our culture? Is it stress? Is it what you said? It's about the staying together for money or whatever it is, and you get lost in what life is and you forget the partner.
I'm going to amaze you with this answer. You're going to be astonished. I got a couple I have counseling with them last year, and the young lady said to me, Pastor, anytime I want to express my love to my partner, I just I feel it. I have it inside of me, but I cannot put it out. So it's like they call that you're timid. This is the right word. Timid is like people scared to talk, and especially this is a taboo subject.
Mm-hmm.
This is taboo topic. That's the main reason in the counseling. Usually I encourage people, please talk, because if you don't talk, you cannot express what you have inside of you for your partner, and this is what you're going to express to him or to her. That's going to make him or her open to you, and now the love going to bloom.
I like how you said that the love would bloom, because then that's your big obstacle. You get it out there in the open, and it's out of the way. What do you hope people take away from reading How to Get 100% Better Sex Between Married Couples?
The best thing they're going to take away from this, and I'm pretty sure, and the couple don't need to guess anymore. The conversation, the communication, I put the conversation information in the book, how to start from from the moment you think you need to spend a good time with your partner. I put the communication, the exact words.
Mm-hmm.
You have to talk to you have to share, or to talk to your partner, and to take, let's say, the man as the head of the family. The word you have to start with the conversation with her, and how to take her with you from the bathroom to the bedroom, and after that to take her straight to the bed. And I'm telling you, you are not going to right now. Men don't need to guess anything, because I wrote in the book 3 steps to take. 3 steps, easy to follow. When you do those 3, repeat that.
Yeah, the 3 steps, what to do. So we're not going to give it away, but you have 3 steps that will change everything once you break down that communication.
Yes, the 3 steps, 3 steps, when I said 3 steps, so as soon as you get your wife with you in the bed with you, so I tell you exactly in the chapter 5, what to do first and second and third. And when you do all those 3 together, and it's not a big deal, because I tell you, when you know what to do, it's like going to somewhere, you just start your car, you know how to get there, and it's the same thing. You're going to do step number 1 first, number 2, and number 3. It's like simultaneously. As soon as you start all those 3, and the lady, your wife, going to start enjoy the moment, and you're going to feel like you are the man. And I'm telling you, in chapter 5, Kate, the problem is solved.
All right, so chapter 5 is the chapter. Pastor Franck Dumornay, it is How to Get 100% Better Sex Between Married Couples. And you can go to the website, pastorfrankdumornay.com. And it's Frank, by the way, Franck, Dumornay, Dumornay. Again, pastor.com. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much, Kate, and I thank you, your listeners, and I thank God, because, this is a great moment, and I'm pretty sure, Kate, you are helping your listeners, and they will call you, they will, email you, they will thank you for that, because this information, this is exactly what they need to get their, relationship going smoothly with any problem at all. God bless. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yep, better relationships, that's where it's at. Thanks, Pastor. So it's interesting what the pastor's saying, is if you heard at the beginning of this, he talked about the couples that he counseled and what he kept seeing over and over again. And he's right, it's so taboo. How do you talk about this when you don't want to talk about this? But how important is that communication, especially between couples? And what do we constantly see on this show? And what are we talking about when we're talking about our culture and the things that are happening and how people are so torn apart, and what's going on with families, and what's going on with the closeness and the communication and all of that, and then the stress of what happens in your everyday life that pulls you further apart from the person that you're with. And I think he certainly said that, and what he saw, and what is it that you need to do if somebody needs some guidance, if they need the step-by-step. That's what he's saying, and why he emphasized that. It's a pretty intriguing stuff for sure. Thanks to all of you for listening to this interview and this show. Make it count, everybody.